What's up, everyone? It's your girl Lily, and today we're going on an adventure. No, you don't need a passport, just an open mind and maybe a snack, because we're about to talk about food. We're diving deep into two places I call home. Vibrant, colorful, beautifully chaotic land of my heritage, India. Polite, maple syrup-loving, wonderfully chill nation of Canada. On the surface, they seem like they're on opposite ends of the planet. And well, they are. One is all about that spicy, organized chaos. The other is about saying sorry even when someone else bumps into you. It's a wild ride, trust me. But here's the thing about culture. It's like your family's secret recipe for that one dish. Everyone has one. It's a little different everywhere you go, and it's what makes life so flavorful. Growing up as a brown girl in the Toronto suburbs, I lived this mashup every day. Let's go. Let's start with the big one, family. In both India and Canada, family is super important, but the whole structure looks a little different. In a typical Indian household, family isn't just mom, dad, and the kids. Oh no, honey, we're talking about the whole squad. Grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, cousins, joint family system, living together or super close by. Your business is everyone's business. Your success is everyone's success. Your drama is everyone's primetime entertainment. It's a built-in support system that is loud, loving, and always there. Now, let's hop over to Canada. The vibe is a bit more nuclear. The typical Canadian family unit is parents and their children. Move out, go to college, start their own independent lives. It's not that they love their parents any less. Independence and self-reliance are highly valued. Family gatherings are still a huge deal. Think Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas. But they are special occasions you plan for, not every day. The focus is on building your own life while keeping family ties strong from a distance. When it comes to spirituality and religion, India and Canada paint two very different yet equally interesting pictures. India is a spiritual buffet, my friends. It's the birthplace of four major world religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism. Religion is woven into the very fabric of daily life. You see it everywhere. In the colorful festivals like Diwali, Holi, and the temple's shrines that dot every corner, and in the morning prayers you can hear from your window. For many Indians, religion isn't just a Sunday thing. It's a constant guiding presence. Canada, on the other hand, approaches religion with a quieter, more private reverence. The country is officially secular, and it's incredibly multicultural. Christianity, Muslims, Sikhs, Hindus, Jews, other faiths. For many Canadians, faith is a personal matter, something you practice at home, at your place of worship, or within your community, but it's less likely to be a topic of everyday conversation with strangers. The focus is on religious freedom and mutual respect for everyone's individual beliefs. This difference in public expression is huge. In India, asking someone, "What's your religion?" might be as common as, "Where are you from?" It's a quiet respect versus a loud celebration. Let's talk drip. The way people dress in India versus Canada is a whole story in itself. Indian clothing is a masterpiece of color, fabric, and tradition. For women, you have the elegant sari, the versatile salwar kameez, and the dazzling lehenga for special occasions. For men, there's the sophisticated sherwani or the comfortable kurta pajama. These aren't just clothes, they're heirlooms. They tell stories of which region you're from, what festival is being celebrated, and your family's history. The amount of detail, embroidery, and craftsmanship that goes into traditional Indian attire is mind-blowing. It's all about expressing joy, heritage, and celebration through what you wear. On the Canadian side of the closet, the key words are practicality, comfort, and weather appropriateness. Canadian fashion is heavily influenced by the seasons, and let's be real, most of those seasons are some variation of cold. You've got your winter parkas, your plaid flannel shirts, an unofficial uniform, your toques, that's a beanie for my American friends, and your sturdy boots. It's a very functional style. For special occasions, people will dress up in a suit or a nice dress, but day-to-day fashion is more subdued, favoring neutral colors like black, gray, and navy. It's less about standing out and more about fitting in and being comfortable. Indian traditions are often grand, elaborate, and involve the entire community. Take an Indian wedding, for example. It's not a one-day affair, it's a week-long festival. A Canadian wedding is typically a one-day event, with a ceremony followed by a reception. Communication styles in India and Canada can feel like two different languages, even when everyone is speaking English. In India, communication is often indirect and high context. This means you have to read between the lines. People might not say no directly because it's considered impolite. Instead, they'll say something like, "I will try my best." "Let me see." A gentle way of declining. It's all about maintaining harmony and avoiding confrontation. There's also a lot of non-verbal communication, head wobbles, hand gestures, facial expressions. It's a dance. Know the steps to understand what's going on. Canada, on the flip side, is all about direct, low-context communication. What you see is what you get. People are generally straightforward and value clarity. If a Canadian says, "I can't make it on Friday," they mean exactly that. There's no hidden message. This directness is seen as a form of respect. It saves time and avoids misunderstanding. Canadians are also famous for their politeness. The words please, thank you, and especially sorry. A Canadian might apologize even if they weren't at fault, just to smooth over a social interaction. It's a verbal cushion that keeps things friendly and conflict-free. In Canada, there's a much larger personal space bubble. If there's one thing that unites humanity, it's food. But how we approach it, totally different. In India, food is a love language. It's complex, flavorful, and deeply regional. Every state has its own cuisine. Spicy curries of the south, rich, creamy dishes of the north. A typical Indian meal is a feast. Dal sabzi roti, rice yogurt pickle. Sharing is central. Food is often served in large platters, and everyone digs in. And if you visit an Indian home, be prepared to eat. Saying "I'm full" is just a suggestion. Your plate will be refilled until you physically can't take another bite. It's a sign of love and hospitality. Canadian cuisine, meat and potatoes, simpler but hearty. It's a mosaic of influences, British, French, Indigenous, modern, multicultural twist. Classic comfort foods, poutine, tourtière, butter tarts. Meals often served in courses, appetizer, main course, dessert. Each person gets their own plate, and while sharing is fine, it's not the default. The spices tell a story too. Indian cooking is a symphony of spices. Turmeric, cumin, coriander, cardamom, chili. The goal is to create a complex balance of sweet, sour, salty, spicy, bitter flavors. In Canada, the spice rack is a bit more reserved. Salt and pepper are the undisputed king and queen. Navigating social norms can be tricky. It's where you see some of the most interesting cultural differences between India and Canada. In India, society is very community-oriented. The concept of "we" often comes before me. People are deeply interconnected with their neighbors, colleagues, extended family. It's normal for neighbors to drop by unannounced for a cup of chai. Asking personal questions about your job, salary, marital status isn't seen as intrusive. It's a way of showing you care. This collective spirit creates a strong social safety net. Canada, in contrast, is a highly individualistic society. Privacy is paramount. People value independence and personal space physically and emotionally. Dropping by someone's house without calling first is generally a no-go. You're expected to schedule a visit in advance. Personal questions about salary, relationship status, are considered taboo in casual conversation. This isn't because Canadians are cold. It's rooted in a deep respect for individual autonomy and the right to keep personal matters private. Everyone's life is their own business. The concept of time also differs. In India, there's something called Indian Standard Time, and I'm not talking about the official time zone. It's a more fluid, relaxed approach to punctuality. If a party starts at 7 p.m., showing up at 8 p.m. is perfectly acceptable, even expected. Canadians, on the other hand, run on punctuality. Set your watch accordingly. For all their differences, you'd be surprised by how many things India and Canada have in common. It's like they're long-lost cousins who grew up in totally different neighborhoods, but still have the same laugh. One of the biggest similarities is the importance of hospitality. In both cultures, making a guest feel welcome is a huge deal. An Indian family will insist you stay for a meal and will not take no for an answer. Piling your plate high with food, They will go out of their way to ensure you are comfortable, happy, and most importantly, well-fed. Their home is your home. Similarly, Canadians are known for their friendliness and hospitality. It's expressed a bit differently. If you're invited to a Canadian home, your host will go to great lengths to make you feel comfortable. They'll offer you a drink the moment you walk in, make sure you have a cozy place to sit, and engage you in polite, friendly conversation. The underlying value is the same: kindness and generosity towards guests. Another huge similarity is the pride both nations take in their multicultural fabric. India is a mosaic of different languages, religions, and ethnic groups. There are 22 official languages and hundreds more dialects spoken across the country. This diversity is a source of national pride, celebrated through festivals, art, and food. Canada is famous for its official policy of multiculturalism. They understand that a nation can be strengthened, not weakened, by the many different voices that call it home. So there you have it, a little trip from the spicy, vibrant streets of India, colourful markets and street food, to the calm, polite landscapes of Canada, quiet parks, orderly streets. As we've seen, the differences are huge. One culture values the collective, the other the individual. One communicates indirectly, the other with straightforward clarity. One's food is a riot of spice, the other's a comforting, hearty meal. But underneath all these differences, we found beautiful common ground. A shared love for family, a deep sense of hospitality, a pride in being home to many different kinds of people. It's all about perspective. Learning about these differences isn't just a fun, fact-finding mission. It's an exercise in empathy. The next time you meet someone who seems too direct, maybe they're just being clear and respectful in their own cultural way. The next time someone is late, maybe they come from a place where time is more fluid. Understanding the why behind people's actions stops us from jumping to conclusions and helps us build bridges instead of walls. It replaces judgment with curiosity and transforms confusion into connection. It's the ultimate life hack for getting along with people. Living between these two worlds has taught me so much. I appreciate the loud, loving chaos of my Indian heritage. I appreciate the quiet, steady kindness of my Canadian upbringing. There's more than one right way to live, to love, to communicate, to eat. Each culture has its own beautiful logic, its own magic. You don't have to choose. Take the best of both worlds and create something new. One love.